But don't let his singlet confuse you. He's wearing a Colorado blue singlet, but he is from Pennsylvania.
And he's signed with the University of Iowa, which is where Nate Moore wrestles.
Nate Moore really coming. This is the first action we've seen of him since he's been battling that staph infection that kind of sidelined him for the second half of the season.
Nate had filled in as a starter. Daniel Dennis went down with an ankle injury. Nate wrestled in the national duels.
And got a little bit pretty well the Midlands, too.
Yeah, got a little bit of time on the varsity, so got some good experience this year for Iowa.
Dziewa, Pennsylvania state champion. Among many of his accolades, a junior national freestyle champion last year. Had initially verbally committed to Rutgers and then wins a junior national title, and all of a sudden his options seem to be a little more open. Sweep single. Now Moore just blows right through him and says, you're not going to get that thing on me. Minute gone by, no score. Dziewa in the blue. Nate Moore in the red. His brother Nick also wrestling in this event. Big Ten, Big 12, EWL represented. EIWA also been represented with Steve Keith just winning.
Iowa City West High School well represented. Bunch of kids here from there doing really well.
66 kilos, about 584.
Also like to thank everybody for joining us throughout the weekend. We had a fantastic finals of the A6 US Open last night. If you're sitting around here watching this, remember, Big Ten Network, tonight you can watch those finals again. Actually, you can watch them for the first time. We've got the non-televised finals archived here on themat.com, but the broadcast with Van Stokes, Ken Cherto, and Joe Heskett on the Big Ten Network coming up tonight. Some great wrestling. Now Dziewa and Moore dancing on the edge with 10 to go. And that looks like how we're going to end. Dziewa in on a shot. 2 and 1. Nope, that's how it's going to end in the first period. So we will go. Actually, it won't end. That's how we will end regulation. And we go to the ball draw. Referee missed it. He reached down and missed the bag. It's going to be red. So Moore is going to have the chance to lock.
He was trying to look away so he wouldn't look in the bag to see which ball to grab, and he came up with error.
Error ball draw. Okay, that was weak. Well, they stop it again. It's like, nope.
Whistle didn't blow.
Attention blew. Dziewa's like, wait a minute. What did I do? This is a confusing thing for so many young wrestlers who really don't. Well, this is something you actually have to situationally practice, but it's easy to practice this situation without a referee. To make it more accurate of an actual situational style, you should get a FILA ref in there and explain, okay, this has happened.
Whoa.
So what happens, 3 red is the call. 3 red is confirmed. And again, that's something we've seen a lot more. Dziewa tried to counter the single leg into the attempt, and he went to the locked around the waist there and threw him by, but I guess by the time he goes to his own back, it's 3 points red, and the first scoring action moves. First scoring action in an overtime situation scores, so the first period going to go to Nate Moore, 3-0.
Right, he gets those points, and under normal circumstances, the defensive guy would obviously score some points.
It could be a 3-2 situation, or a 3-3, or depending on which way Dziewa would have landed, because as soon as you hit the elbow and your back's at 90 degrees from a standing position, that's going to be 3-point danger.
And Jason mentioned this. It's great to see Nate Moore back out here wrestling. Great prospect, great success growing up in USA wrestling events, and had a pretty serious health scare a couple times, a couple visits to the hospital, and just great to see the kid out here wrestling again.
At 63 kilos, that's approximately 1 pound, equals 2.2 kilos. So every time I step on the scale and it reads kilos, I feel good about myself. Then I'm drawn right back to reality. 30 seconds gone by here in the second period. The first period won by Nate Moore in the red of the Hawkeye Wrestling Club. Of course, this weekend, many of the Hawkeye Club members have been repping Gator in terms of the team competition, at least in the open portion of it yesterday. Minute gone by. We still haven't had any regulation scoring. Mark Ryland in the corner for Moore, while Cam Plokus and Lewis Baker again in the corner for Dziewa.
Luke Eustace also in Moore's corner.
He has grown out the beard instead of he's filled out. He had the creepy mustache for a while.
Randy Lewis over there, too. He may get in trouble for Sandy, that third coach over there.
Well, he's off the mat, and what's funny about Lubu right now is he's wearing a pass that says athlete. Maybe that's a year old. Foot sweep attempt, and Nate Moore just picks the leg, steps out of the way, picks the leg up, and now has Dziewa in a defensive position. Moore with that leg shelf, now trying to step around it with 13 to go. Comes around, Dziewa basically bails out and gives up 3. I think he forgot he was wrestling freestyle there. That was more of kind of that head-to-toe spaghetti wrestling scramble, and gave up 3. And Nate Moore going to win 3-0 and take the championship at 63 kilos for the Hawkeye Wrestling Club. So Gary and Craig will zip out and get some interviews.